The pervert knows the father has not imposed full castration, but stages it through others. The father's law is acknowledged only partially.
Yeah, they have to force a limit somehow. They have to
Yeah.
like force a limit to emerge.
Stages it through others.
Instead of the symbolism and the metaphoric turn happening inside your head, it kind of happens in real life.
Stages it through others. The neurotic renounces the imaginary pleasure, so the imaginary phallus, and exchanges it for the symbolic phallus. Social recognition, self-esteem, being seen by others as having value. So you're kind of exchanging it and you're like, okay, well, I will repress my embodied pleasures in a way because I want to participate in this society where other people are going to see me as valuable and contributing to this society. But the pervert refuses basically that sacrifice. The pervert is aware of some truth that neurotics like to deny, which is the jouissance associated with authority, and how neurotics will be outraged, for example, when if a judge kind of says, you're so despicable. If I could have sentenced you to 150 years, I would have, because what you've done is so horrific. And it's for the neurotic, that'll kind of make them uncomfortable because they think that the law is supposed to be this impartial thing that's real. I think the pervert sort of is really in touch with the jouissance associated with that, right? That there is actually huge jouissance in the laying down of the law.
Yeah, and the pervert revels in finding that the moral law isn't the law isn't actually just this objective moral code, that it's rooted in vindictiveness, glorying in the punishment, perverse sense of justice, right?
They don't get the law the way that a neurotic does, because neurotics are obsessed. They're obsessed with the law.
Yeah, and being seen to be good and conforming to it and seen as a good example of it by others in society. They're obsessed with esteem of others.
Well,
the neurotic knows the rules and takes the game very, very seriously. Not life or death, but pretty close to life or death. Yeah, the psychotic doesn't recognize the rules of the game or that there's a game, but the pervert does. And the pervert treats the game as a game, the game that we all realize is a game, but we take it very seriously. They are able to go into the game and also choose not to take it seriously. And that's
it can be, but it
and scary for a neurotic. And a neurotic looks at them with envy. Look, they get to get off however they want. They're getting off and they're not feeling any shame for it. They're taking pleasure in this and not apologizing for it. And a neurotic looks at them, judging them as evil or fearing them.